Have you ever put on a mask and pretended to be someone else? It can be fun to dress up and for a few moments be someone else. Perhaps you've dressed up for Halloween or a costume party or maybe a role in a play. While we sometimes do it for fun, we often pretend to be someone else or something that we're not because we're afraid that others won't like or accept us if they knew the real us. Every day we put on a mask. Not an actual mask, but a mask in the sense of how we try to hide our true selves and how we want others to see us. As it's been said, everyone is normal until you get to know them. In the 3rd chapter of Matthew, we read about a man with leprosy who sought Jesus for his healing. There was no cure for leprosy, and it was a repulsive disease, which forced those with it into a life of isolation. This man was no different. He was an outcast. No doubt, the man in this story had to disguise himself in such a way as to make it through the crowds to get close enough to Jesus to ask for his healing. Maybe he wore a long robe and hood to hide himself and blend in with the others. He knew that if they saw him as he was, he would not be accepted. Maybe Jesus might not accept him either. Because of his fear, he tried to hide. Because we are sometimes afraid, we also try to hide. We try to hide who we really are from others. We pretend to be something we're not, afraid of being rejected if others saw us for who we are or if they knew about our past. We are afraid they would never accept us or could never love us. We often feel unworthy, not good enough. And worst of all, we're afraid that God would never accept us or could never love us. Just like Adam and Eve in the garden, we run from Him and we try to hide. But God does know you, the real you. He knows the real you hidden deep down inside with all your hopes and dreams, your disappointments and failures, flaws and regrets. And the good news is that He loves you anyways. God, the creator of the universe, knows and loves you, the real you, not the pretend you, but you, the you that you sometimes try to hide. If we could only begin to see ourselves as He sees us, and as Ephesians 3:18 says, grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ for each of us. Because of His love for us, we do not have to be afraid. We do not have to hide in fear. 2 Timothy 1:7 says that God has not given us a spirit of fear. We don't have to pretend. We can take our mask off. Have a blessed week.